Hey guys, tonight we're delving into a world that's a little too genteel for our modern lives, the unusual homes of the Victorian era. Picture yourself wandering down cobblestone streets flanked by ornately decorated buildings adorned with intricate facades. So many styles, it's like architectural déjà vu. You glance up at the towering spires of Gothic Revival homes and the smooth lines of Italianate structures, wondering how people fit all these distinct characteristics into a single neighborhood. Spoiler alert, you probably wouldn't survive this experience without some serious finery and a well-tailored suit. So, before you get comfortable, take a moment to like the video and subscribe, but only if you genuinely enjoy what I do here. In the comments, let me know where you are and what time it is, just to get that cozy feeling of connection. Now, dim the lights, maybe turn on a fan for that soft background hum, and let's ease into tonight's journey together. Victorian architecture is a fascinating tapestry woven with myriad influences. The Victorian era, spanning from 1837 to 1901, saw an explosion of creativity and design. Wealthy individuals often had extensive libraries outlining the variety of architectural styles available. Historians still argue whether the eclectic mix was an expression of progress or simply a reflection of the society's desire to be seen as culturally sophisticated. The Victorian era brought about the Gothic Revival, where homes became adorned with pointed arches, steep gables, and heavily detailed stonework, which gave those houses a certain fairy tale aura. Yet, it wasn't just about aesthetics. Practicality played a fine role. Take the Italianate style, for instance. Characterized by flat roofs and wide eaves, these houses were designed with a certain environmental consideration, allowing for cooler interiors during the warmer months. In sharp contrast, the Rococo style celebrated exuberance, with decorative elements that almost screamed for attention. You could say your neighbors would likely have known whether you had a little too much spare cash lying around, or just enjoyed a good DIY project. As you meander through these neighborhoods in your mind's eye, let's not forget the colors that cloaked these homes. Colors were often bold, featuring shades of yellow, green, and even bold reds, reflecting a society emboldened by the ongoing Industrial Revolution. And how could we talk about Victorian homes without mentioning their infamous bric-a-brac, a delightful clutter of strange ornaments and sentimental treasures? Some might categorize their homes as eccentric, others simply name their whims in good taste. For instance, you could wander into a home that proudly displayed a collection of whale bones in the foyer. Yes, that was a thing. Why? Because why not? These bizarre soirees of odd objects sparked conversation pieces among illustrious guests who would need bridal wits to keep up, solidifying the reputation of homes as social centers rather than just places to rest one's head. You may wonder, what was the culmination of these fashionable whims? Not just style, but also status. A grand home wasn't just about decoration. It was a statement, a proclamation to the world that you had arrived, not only in social standing, but also in wealth. However, the more intricate the design, the more expensive the upkeep. And while many families wore the decoration of their home like a badge of honor, others fell prey to a different sort of social commentary, the home scandal. These spectacular homes could sometimes hide nefarious tales. Historians still argue whether the symbolism of grandeur in architecture mirrored a facade behind which many characters lived in moral ambiguity. The old adage goes, "A house is made of walls and beams. A home is built with love and dreams." But what would those walls tell us if they could speak? Maybe stories of lovers meeting clandestinely, or even secrets passed down generations through creaking floorboards. As we glide deeper into this Victorian exploration, take a moment to acknowledge how these builds push the envelope of what a home could be. Everything from the designs to the elusive materials used showcase not only creativity, but an attempt to challenge the status quo. And so, with curious eyes, we'll delve into the life inside these unique constructions, where style met the comforts of home.